Officer, under what authority are you doing this?
I can't answer that question.
You don't answer that question. Do you know that...
Talk to a supervisor and see.
I will. Thank you. Officer, under what authority are you taking this action today?
That guy right there.
Yeah, let's bring them here just in case I got the stuff.
They couldn't cite the owner.
Right, of course.
They said he's the owner down there, he's not the owner. Which guy? There's a guy down there that said that.
Sir, Officer Nagoti.
Yeah.
Under what authority are you doing this action here?
Did you break into this private property? My understanding is I got word that you did. Are you admitting that you broke the fence?
The fence was down. We actually put it up.
Did you illegally go onto somebody else's property?
I did not. I went onto that property, sir.
Yeah.
And there was no complaining witness. You do not have a complaining witness under Illinois combined statutes.
No, I do. He's right here. He told these people.
Yeah. What's his name? What's his name? You got to have a complaining witness.
If you go back on that property, you do not have permission. You'll be subject to arrest.
I want to see.
Good.
Who is the complaining witness? Can you name him? No, you can't, because you don't have one. You don't even know if he's got title. You don't even know if he's got title. I'm not touching you.
If you go on that property again, you'll be subject to arrest. Got it? Good.
Under whose authority?
Yeah, you can't name a complaining witness.
Okay, stop. Stop bumping into me. That's the second time. That's the second time.
Who is the complaining witness?
I just told you.
You don't. You didn't.
I just told you. If you go on that property again, you'll be subject to arrest.
Who is the complaining witness?
And if I find out that you did damage to that property, you're subject to arrest.
Who is the complaining witness?
Do you understand what I told you?
I do understand that, Officer Nagoti, but you can't tell me.
You understand you have to cite the complaining witness?
You cannot cite the complaining witness because you don't have one.
Tell us the name.
You don't have one.
Give us a name.
Do you know what official misconduct is? Yeah, you're getting it on tape right now.
Ooh. If you go on that property, you understand that you're subject to arrest.
Yeah. You understand that you're subject to suit.
Very good.
Yeah, prepare your depositions, guys.
Are you threatening me, sir?
I'm just saying prepare.
That would be
I'm saying you are threatening. You're carrying out an illegal action here because you do not have a complaining witness. You're pretending you have a complaining witness because we know you can't even figure out who owns that property according to the city's own websites, the county's own websites. You have no complaining witness. Under Illinois combined statutes, only the owner can ask someone to leave under the trespassing statute. You don't have one. You don't have a complaining witness.
Yeah, and then they come around and ask us what every day.
You can't even name them.
Break them every day. But you guys are getting hired college jobs. You're supposed to set your example.
Alright, all Tent City guys, if you want to store your tent in the truck, you gotta start putting your tents down.
Across the street is Park District property, by the way. So you can put there until 11 p.m.
Follow up on what that flash you just gave out was 2 days ago. We stopped him
Excuse me. Yeah, sure.
He is a male. Looks like a white.
Thank you.
What's that?
That you guys have an agenda?
No, we don't. We want them to leave the people alone. We don't want anybody to get arrested. We want them to go take care of some other priorities that they should be taking care of. Somebody wants them to get arrested. You got it right? No, I do not.
Hi there.
Hi, how you doing?
Today?
Just not too good, as you might imagine. Just getting your badge numbers here.
Sure, it's 448, Lieutenant Amati.
Thank you.
Sure. Have a nice day, sir.
You too.
How are we doing?
Another thing we want people to get arrested. Like we wanted them to come here and make
homeless
shit up.
people want to fly underneath the radar screen. Their lives are stressful enough. And thank you, City of Chicago, for making that so much more difficult, because your position is that if people are in public, they can't pitch tents. And in a climate such as the City of Chicago, that makes things a little bit difficult, even at this time of year, let alone in December.
They're giving people with PTSD, mental health struggles, they're giving them even more anxiety, more stress.
Oh, look what they just put up this morning here. This just went up this morning. How convenient. They don't have a complaining witness. They slapped their own no trespassing sign up this morning. These no trespassing signs weren't up here last night. We've got photographic evidence that they weren't. I'm sure it'll be very interesting to find out how these no trespassing signs were put up by the police, who aren't complaining witnesses and can't be under Illinois combined statutes. They can't name a complaining witness. They're falsely citing the statute. That's called, it's called official misconduct.
The real owner is not here.
Yeah.
That's management. Then that is the real fucking owner.
Because there's a school around here and they don't want nobody with the kids and all that type of stuff. That's what they're saying.
Calm down, woman.
Excuse me.
They also said a lot of honest things about
I'm calm down. You keep on pushing. Get away from me. Excuse me. Who you talking to? Get your butt out.
Hey, let's just not get into it. No. Let's just not get into anything. It's not worth it.
Get out of here. Getting nervous.
And so the City of Chicago has, for the 5th time, evicted people from the Uptown Tent City. The City of Chicago's position in court the other Friday is that they've got plenty of places for people. Only a Pacific Guard mission.
That's it.
Shut up.
Shut
up.
That man kept there all night. That voice in his ear. Yeah, that was
One year, so did they actually point to the person they claim is the
Yeah.
short?
He left now, but he was short, Asian guy. I went.
Did you get a picture of him?
Yeah, I got a picture.
Good, good.
No, I don't.
No doubt.
So where is he supposed to go?
An Up-Down update fan.
Is media aware of what's going on?
No, I'm live streaming, so.
Is media aware of what's going on?
I texted Josh McGee this morning about where people are at.
Hey, anyways, Tom Walsh.
Hey, yeah, hi. Yeah.
How you doing? It's good to see you, Tom. Thanks for your help. Of course. Well, we moved back to Uptown a few months ago, so.
Oh, okay. Welcome back. Glad the rents are still affordable enough for you.
Well, I live in a co-op.
Oh, okay,
So
very good.
co-op.
Yeah, yeah.
In Leland.
Oh, okay, yeah. I live around the corner on Beacon.
Yeah, we're gonna start having potlucks. So we're like,
Oh, okay. Yeah, great.
yeah, no shit. So.
So just to recap, this encampment and pictures of the full encampment posted last night was the 4th eviction of Uptown Tent City within the last 48 hours. This one here is the 5th eviction within the last 72 hours. Under the Illinois Combined Statutes, you can only be charged with trespassing if there is a complaining witness who is an owner or agent of the property. The person claimed to be the owner refused to provide their identification. Okay, we've got some shirt.
That white shirt's got to put up the signs.
Oh, like it. Yeah. Excuse me.
Hi.
Officer. Hi, I'm Andy Thayer. You're Officer Lincoln.
I've met you many times
Okay, well, I'm very bad with names.
I'm not.
Well, you know, you guys talk amongst yourselves. So, is it true that you put up the no trespassing signs this morning?
I have no comment, Andy.
We have witnesses to that effect. Did you put up the signs or not?
Then talk to the witnesses, Andy.
Well, no, I'm talking to you because I want to get your side of the story.
You can talk to the witnesses, Andy.
I'm talking to you. Is this?
No, if that's all you're going to ask me, then we're done talking. You want to talk about something else? That's fine.
Oh, okay. How'd you happen to come down here this morning?
In that white Ford.
Yeah, okay. And about what time did you come down here this morning?
I don't recall.
Okay. What prompted you to come down this morning?
Sure. I don't recall that either, actually. It's my job to drive around this area.
Oh, okay,
You know
but
that.
you came down here just to happen to be driving by then? Yeah. Apparently your colleague wants you not to say something to me right now. I'll let you have your privacy once you get the line straight. So it's useful to get the line straight before you get memorialized on the record. Yep. There was a little bit of difficulty there with contemporaneous memorialization of what Sergeant Silva did this morning about putting up the no trespassing signs, given that he is not the owner of the property. Excuse me, ma'am, I'm just going to get your badge number here, please. Thank you.
Just the salaries of 2 officers would be enough to buy.
Yeah, just so people know, when Mayor Rahm Emanuel announced his plan for 1,000 new officers in the city of Chicago, the estimated budget hit to start for salary and benefits was $140,000 a year. Just to start. A number of these officers appear to be experienced, and so their time and your dollars are being spent on harassing homeless people. You can do the math, how long they've been out here.
We spent $300 million on overtime pay, and overall the police take up 40% of the city's operating budget. That's not even counting the $500 million in the past 10 years that have been spent on lawsuits surrounding misconduct. So they're costing the city hundreds of millions of dollars.
And we already have, according to the FBI's uniform crime statistics, the third highest cop per civilian ratio of any city over 50,000 people in population in the country. There are more than 650 other cities in the United States who have got fewer cops per ratio. And of course our city has got an unfortunately well-deserved reputation for violence. That's because our tax dollars are spent on these cops at a minimum $140K per year, rather than on the social services such as housing, such as after-school programs for kids, you know, the kind that Rahm Emanuel enjoyed while he was growing up at New Trier High School in Wilmette or Winnetka. Libraries open at hours that more people can use them. Okay, now, thanks to some of our Uptown Tent City Organizers volunteers, we have a truck. Yeah, go ahead.
Definitely trying to work on people's streets. Sure.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Real talk. They got a spot.
So, as I was saying, thanks to some Uptown Tent City Organizers volunteers. We're an all-volunteer organization, no paid staff, no office. Thanks to those folks, we've got a truck here to at least temporarily store people's possessions so that the city doesn't throw them out. The other day, at a previous version of Uptown Tent City, the city was taking people's possessions and saying they were going to store them, but they didn't bother taking people's names, let alone giving receipts to people as they took their possessions. And so it's abundantly unclear if people's possessions are going to be saved. Here, in this instance, we have the residents themselves, if they want to, putting stuff into the truck borrowed by UTCO. Okay, so there's a call for hands to help loading up the truck. And so I'm going to have to get off this live feed here. Maybe I can pass the phone to someone else, because I can certainly help with that. Hey, Jay, do you mind continuing the live feed? Just to hold it like that. Hopefully it won't cut out. There we go. Just film whatever you want. Make some commentary yourself. Yeah. Here's one for the week at work. I'm going to help load up. Okay.
Yeah, and then Wes Wilson, and you can ask for Jay. I'm going to be gone tomorrow, but I'll be around today.
Yeah, we go. Well, if my brother decides he's going to do it.
Did they?
Yeah, I can't go on there because they're going to arrest me.
Yeah, should we do a chain, or do we want everybody to try to have their stuff together?
Anything to say here?
I was going to say, should we do a chain? If everyone out there in Facebook land could do a chain, that would be great. That would be helpful.
Share this across the world.
A chain video. What I was talking about was a chain to put the stuff.
No,
on the
I know.
That's a good idea too. So anyway, we got to get busy, I guess.
Well, it is.
Yeah, it turns out the police think that serving the poor is against the law for a church.
Yeah, all of this is not good. Oh my God, you just thought of please. Yeah, well, I need a class 1 ticket. What about that one? Class 1 ticket, so I would be talking to her.
Back again.
Okay.
Yeah, we're just getting some shots here of City of Chicago workers standing around doing nothing while people are moving stuff. Good contrast between here and what's going over on your left.
How much money is being spent?
Morning.
Hey.
How are ya?
I'm good. How are you?
Hey, how's it going?
Not too good, obviously. Back at the same bullshit.
Yeah, I heard, and I came back ASAP.
I mean, don't we just want to start changing stuff on and get
We're filming the police.
It's yours too, right?
Yeah. That's it.
Okay. This is what I say. Why is it going to If I hear your voice, I get mad. I get tired. Just snap. Snap at the people with the gun. Yes.
They ain't doing nothing wrong.
They didn't do nothing wrong. Okay, that's why they've been moving us place to place.
They doing their job.
Wrong? Yeah, okay.
We're packing your stuff into the truck, okay?
They ain't doing their job. That's all they can do.
This ain't
I
their
can't get mad at
job.
them.
This ain't their job if they ain't got.
I know,
somebody
but I'm
owns
just
the
saying I
property.
can't
No.
get mad at them.
Yeah, you can.
I can.
This ain't their job.
I can get very mad at them.
If you ain't got a complaining witness, you can't tell us shit.
It's wrong what they're doing.
That's what I'm saying. You had a complaining witness here earlier, but all of a sudden he disappeared.
Yeah. The Nazis were doing their job. So were these guys, police officers. Oh. Here they are doing their jobs just like the Nazis did theirs. Standing around, hurting the poor. Just like every SS guy said, I'm doing my job.
Get some shots of people loading stuff.
Oh, I have been. I've been just scanning.
Yeah, right. Just look at a semi-trailer. Here we go, okay. Drive a big old fucking semi around. Good job! This cold here.
Tyler.
Oh. There's the owner. There's the owner. He's back.
Who?
Supposedly the owner.
Where?
Talking to the sergeant over there.
If you can see it behind here in the shadow, there's a this.
That guy right there? Okay, let me borrow this for a second.
So obviously,
Excuse me, sir. I'm Andy Thayer. What's your name, please? Do you claim to be the owner of this building? Are you the owner of this building? Sir, you know that lying to a cop is, I believe, a felony. So if you're not the owner of the building, I'd come clean. This is a public sidewalk, so I can just continue filming here. Just realize if you told these officers that you're the owner and you're not the owner, if you're not the owner, you could be subject to criminal prosecution.
He doesn't have to be the owner. He can be the agent of the owner as well, and you know that. So.
He's got to have some documentation proving that, though.
Does he?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I can say I own the Sears Tower.
You could.
I'm evicting everyone.
You could.
They're squatting on my property.
Are they?
Hey, would you take that as a...
We'll go check it out.
Okay, good, good. Very good.
Yes. As soon as we're done here.
Okay, go down to the Sears Tower, evict everyone, because I said I'm the agent of the owner of the Sears Tower.
We'll do that.
The truth is probably that they intimidated that person into saying that he was the agent. We may need it. We may need a... We have someone unfortunately having a seizure right here. I'm not going to film her out of respect for her privacy, but it's precisely this kind of stress that homeless people have, and when the cops add to it by pushing people around and not just letting them be, that's what we get. Hey, do you mind holding this?
The door. There's no padlock.
Do you mind just holding? Don't point it towards the woman who's having this.
Right. No, I'm just that's what that fucking tall guy right there said. The bald head guy.
All right, here. I just talk about that offline.
Y'all need help loading y'all stuff? I don't know, baby.
Yeah, the truck is going to be parked at 920 West
right now. Right across the street from the bar. They're arguing.
Anyone else that is wondering, hey, how can I get my stuff? That's what you can do is contact APUSA.
I'm just trying to get it out, bro. Yeah, they're going to throw it away.
So it'd be easier for them to get around.
Alright, and 2 binkies. Alright. You guys take care.
Try to.
Yeah, she told me. Yeah. She told me. Yeah.
Well, you don't think I'm just talking to something?
No.
You got more room, Benji. Come on.
Okay, yeah, we may be getting some stuff down here.
Back the truck up down there. takes to be a police officer. I can do this
Not
job
long
for
enough.
$120,000 a year.
Not long enough. I imagine it takes more training to be a chef than a police officer. I'm serious. Probably about the same amount of training as a food sanitation license.
Which I'm telling you right now.
Which ain't a bad thing. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm just saying it's...
No, I'm just saying.
It's
I'm a personal bodyguard. So I could be a police officer.
Right. But why would you want to be?
Because I want that pay.
Yeah, the money.
I want that money. They get paid to do this shit.
It's all about the money, not the law.
Yeah. And then they come around and ask, why are you breaking the law? Why are you guys breaking the law? You're just supposed to be...
So I told him, how do you expect anybody to respect the law when you break it every minute?
You're supposed to enforce the law, and we're supposed to look up to you guys. How the fuck can we look up to you guys when you're breaking the law every day? Constantly.
Biggest lawbreakers with a badge. Want this on film, right?
We don't.
Yeah.
You can show the paramedics, but let's not show the person who's got the medical distress. But let's just make sure that there's plenty of room for them to get by.
Where they going now, people?
Thanks for the break.
Yeah.
I mean, I appreciate like physical duty because I'm just not up to it.
No, that's cool. Man, people do what they can. I mean, you do other stuff. Shit, you do so much fucking work.
And that's when I